Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Armory 33 podcast. As always, I'm your host, Quinn, and I want to apologize that this has been a month in the making. We've had some technical difficulties. We were down for a couple of days. We're back up. I was doing the family thing. I do apologize, but we're going to try and get back on schedule with today's guest host. Today, I am joined by Dylan. Dylan, how are you doing today?
Doing great, man. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Thanks for fitting me into your busy schedule. It's
Yeah, it gets a little hectic in the springtime.
Exactly, especially with both of us working retail. So.
Oh man, gotta love it.
Yeah. Do we though? Do we have? I mean, it pays the bills and everything, but
Gets the bills paid.
Do we really love what we do?
I enjoy the people I work with. I don't necessarily enjoy my job every day, but for the most part, it's not bad.
Was I one of those people you enjoyed doing your job with, or did I make your job more difficult?
It depended on the day, but no. Dude, I miss working with you.
Yeah. Feelings mutual some days. Fair
enough.
But now I look at the people I work with and I was like, if only I could have him or Cody, who should be here today, but, you guys want to go fishing?
You want to go fishing?
He was fishing today, guys. No, joking. Cody, we miss you. We need to get you on here. Even if you don't want to talk, you can just sit here and nod your head with us. But let's jump right in. So, as we mentioned, we both work retail.
Yep.
One thing I want to talk about is the dumb questions customers ask us. Judging by your sigh and eye close and eye rolling right now, I know we could probably make a whole episode of just dumb customers.
We could do a 3-day live stream of stupid questions that we've got.
I'm sure if we would bring Uncle Kelly on too, he would have a lot more.
Oh, man. Well, he's been in the business 20 years, so I'm sure he's had a few.
Yeah. But it baffles me, even with the job I have now working in the firearm industry, people will literally come in and ask, do you guys sell 50 cals? As you've been to our store,
Yep.
They're up on the racks. They're literally displayed.
It's right there. You can't miss it.
And he's like, do you have any 50 cals? And I just kind of nonchalantly turned my head and looked to the side. I'm like, nope, we're fresh out. And he goes, oh, I'm like, no, sir, that was a joke. Sorry, we have them. Yes, we have them above. Like, if you look up, you will see them. But, I mean, you and I, we worked in a hardware industry together.
We did.
I mean, you still do it.
It's true. Yep. One of the assistant managers at one of the local hardware stores. But, yeah, just some of the stupid questions. And this weekend's our big sale for the year.
Your friends and family. So.
Yes.
I was over yesterday. I partaked.
Yeah.
Partaken.
You were involved.
Yeah. Yeah. It's ironic. 2 years in a row, I miss Friends and Family Week.
I know, you dirtbag.
It's funny. They hire me 1 year during Friends and Family Weekend. And then I was like, you know what? I've been here for 6 months.
I'm peacing out.
I got offered a better job. I'm not going to lie. I have to do what you have to do. But,
I
mean, hey, I feel like I haven't worked since I left you guys. So take that for what it's worth. But back to the dumb questions. I just remember there's one particular person that would come into your place of employment now who we've all had the displeasure.
I already know who you're talking about.
Yep. You already have the displeasure of being trapped.
Yeah. When you haul over the walkies claiming that somebody's there and we have a code name for them,
it's not
it's rough.
It's not even a code name. It's just a description of what the person always wears.
Yeah, that's true.
And everybody knows that. And
everybody runs to the back.
Yeah, or the office. And then she's like, I'm looking for so-and-so. Oh, they're not here. They're on lunch. Well, I'll wait then. They're actually gone for the day?
Yeah, they're...
Like, the lies just get worse just to avoid them. But
they got fired. They don't work here anymore.
Oh, Cody got fired? Whoa.
No, Cody didn't get fired.
No, because she would... I felt so bad for him every time she came in. He's the nicest person in the world.
He really is.
But he has to learn how to say no to her.
Yeah. I just... After a while, I just give up. I know that's not the way to look at it, but man, it's tough some days.
And no matter how many times you say, yes, this is what you need, no, she'll make 100 other excuses to keep talking.
She'll ask the same question 5 times.
Oh, yeah. And she expects a different answer. It's like when I ask my wife if I can buy something and she keeps saying no. I'm not going to keep asking because I know she's never going to say yes.
Right. Yeah, the answer's not going to change.
Yeah. No matter how many times I ask or how many times, I do nice things to help around the house.
Even if she does say yes after the first 9 no's and then you get a yes, the answer is still no. Just don't do it. Now I have an excuse to yell at you if you do it.
Or what she does is go ahead and do whatever you want to do. That's a test.
That's still a no.
That's a test. Every woman who ever says go ahead and do whatever you want to do,
she doesn't mean it.
Is testing you because she wants to see if you're going to wise up and make the smart choice and not do the stupid thing you want to do.
Which one do we usually do, Quinn?
9 times out of 10, I beg for forgiveness after I do something stupid.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission.
That's been the ongoing thing. I think all but maybe 1 or 2 of my guests, we've all come to the conclusion that it's better to ask for forgiveness.
It's easier that way.
It's like the ongoing joke in here with like in the
Maybe it's not a joke. Maybe it's a philosophy we just live by at this point.
Yeah. That's just like, why do you have scratches on your arm? 5 minutes later, 5 minutes earlier, the wife tells you not to pet the raccoon. Why do you have scratches on your arm? Cheating. No.
I'm having an affair.
That was a joke. I love my wife. We just celebrated our 4-year wedding anniversary.
Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations.
On her not killing me, thanks. That's usually the text me and my brother will send to each other is, hey, congrats on another year of your wife not killing you. Which...
Good news, she won't be in prison jumpsuit orange for another 365 days.
Yeah. Or depending on what her Halloween costume is this year, she might.
Well, there you go.
See? All right. So back to... that was a really off tangent.
Off the wall, man.
It's what we do here. I mean...
Absolutely.
This is the first episode I didn't make any notes for.
Keeps it fresh
way. Yeah. What we're talking about today is still fresh in my mind because I literally just sat down and watched a 4-hour replay of it.
Yeah.
While I was waiting for you to show up.
Fair enough.
Granted, I watched some of it live last night, but I was like, no, we're going to go. All right. Back to our crazy customers. What?
Oh, man. Before we go anywhere, I got a story for you from yesterday.
Oh, from yesterday?
From yesterday.
Was it before or after I was in the store?
This would have been about 20 minutes after you had left.
Dang it. I always missed the crazy stuff.
Our boss was back in paint.
Oh, no. Real quick, let me finish.
Yeah.
I'm never mixing paint again in my life. You remember that day?
Yep.
I was off the day after it happened. I had 2 gallons of paint explode all over me and inside the machine.
Yeah, it was a long day.
All right. Proceed.
Anyway, we were back there. We were mixing paint back in the paint department. And customer comes back and says, hey, I need some trim paint. Right? So, boss goes and explains to her what paint she's using, what she's getting.
Yep. The best way we can.
Right. Same thing we do with everybody else. Mm-hmm. And when we go to mix the paint then, and it's like she tuned out for the last 15 minutes of everything that me and Kelly said. It's just, she just looks at us dead in her eye, dead in our eyes, and goes, that's trim paint, right? After we just told her it's paint that you can use for trim. It's semi-gloss paint. That's what you use on trim. Kelly's like, yes, that's trim paint. He didn't argue. He handled it way better than I would have. I chuckled and walked away. I had to. I had to walk away.
I loved when it would just be me and Kelly, like you and we would be off for the day. And I don't know anything about electrical. All I know is I don't play with it because I don't want to be shocked.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This lady came in and she wanted... She came in with a cord that had 3 prongs on it. Okay. She wanted an adapter to go into a 2-prong outlet. The thing was, she didn't need the 2-prong adapter because her outlet literally had all 3 holes.
I remember that. We had the same problem with the code name lady that we won't mention. Code name lady. Yep. She came in the same way. All the outlets were 2-prongers, and she had I forget what it was anymore, but it had the ground. It had the 3rd prong on it. She needed something, so I gave her the adapter, and I said, look, the way you ground this says you back the screw out.
Yep.
And then you screw that screw back through that grounding tab that comes back down. and then you put that screw back into the outlet, and that's what grounds it. It grounds it to the outlet.
Yep.
And she's like, oh, okay. Well, she came in the next day. She didn't do something right, and it blew the outlet apart, and it destroyed the whatever she was using. I'm like, well, you didn't do something right then, because that's what it's paid for.
Are you sure it wasn't the mice telling her to do it?
It could have been.
It could have been, yeah.
I can't make this up. Like, she is a huge, big time hoarder.
She thinks that she believes in conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Which, hey, some conspiracy theories I do believe in.
Well, she thinks the government spies on you with the meters on the side of your house for PP&L. So.
If they're spying on me, I'm going to charge them for my electric bill.
Yeah, no kidding.
That thing went up almost $300.
Don't you love PP&L, man?
No, I don't. But I just remember, like, even now, being in the firearm industry, the dumb questions. Like,
I think the longer we're in the customer service field, the more we pick up on stupid questions.
Oh, yeah.
Sarcasm, just people being
But people don't
jerks.
get our sarcasm, though. That's the problem.
I had yesterday that bag sale. It's 15% off. Everybody who signed up for our friends and family program at the store. It's 15% off everything you can fit in the bag minus the sales exclusions.
Yeah.
This guy asked me if he could get a trash can in the bag. A 30-gallon metal trash can. And he argued with me for 15 minutes about it. I said no. He put the lid in the trash can and said, well, then I went 15% off the lid.
The lid's free.
I'm like, the lid's free. It comes with the can.
Which most people don't realize.
Yeah.
You know, we'd go through housewares just restocking everything. We're like, why do we have 10 lids and 5 trash cans?
Yep.
And then we would just take them in the back and throw them at each other.
Somewhere there's a video of me acting like an orangutan or a gorilla or a monkey or whatever you're.
Yeah. It was the Planet of the Apes Day.
I had a broomstick in one hand, and I had the other one. I was holding it like a shield in the other. And we were making monkey noises.
Didn't Cody throw something at you? I don't
know if he did or not.
He threw something and then knocked the shield out of your hand, and that's when you went ape shit.
No.
Literally ape shit.
You know, he didn't throw anything out of my hand. The handle, the weld busted on the
broomstick.
trash can lid.
Oh, I thought it was the broomstick.
No, it was the trash can lid. The handle busted. And I just sat there holding it. I had the handle in my hand. I looked down, and the metal trash can lid's laying on the floor without a handle because the weld busted.
It's really weird to think back on the people that ran that store when Kelly wasn't there, because it came down to you and me.
Dude, I don't know how that store didn't burn down some days, man. I really don't.
Yeah, and
it's wild.
I just remember, like, there's cameras every inch of that store, and we were still in the back room, literally throwing salt pellets at Cody.
That's true.
Down the hallway, and he was trying to swat them like some kind of animal.
It's like playing Frogger, but just with Cody. Salt pellets in the cars.
It's dodgeball with salt pellets.
You can dodge a salt pellet. You can dodge a ball.
I don't know. We were he would whip some of them back at us.
Yeah, and they were at opposite ends of the receiving room, too. It's like 40, 50 feet long.
Oh, longer than that.
We're throwing little...
Longer than that.
Yeah, it's not much longer. It's not as big as you think.
But, no, I just people that ask random questions like, will a 6.5 Creedmoor bullet work in a 2.23? No, they won't. You idiot.
That's why it's a 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it amazes me, some of the dumb questions. People, I swear, people are getting dumber by the day.
Oh, yeah. It's all because of, their cell phones and technology.
Which should make them even smarter, since they can just look stuff up.
You would think, but that's too much work.
Dude, you ain't kidding.
And then they're going to get mad at us when they can't come in and find something that we're supposed to have.
Yep. Yeah, it's only going to get worse, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's time to buy land in Montana, move out there, have no neighbors for 10 miles, and live off the grid.
You want to? That's actually the ongoing joke with me and my boss at work now. If we would ever win the Mega Millions, we're moving to Montana. We already found a $7.5 million ranch.
Are you
that
sure it's
comes-
an ongoing joke at this point?
No. It's one of those things. It's a lie you keep telling yourself that it's just going to come true.
Like if
But
it
it's-
happens, great. If it
It's
doesn't, well.
$7.5 million for the land,
Oh wow.
but it comes on like 12,000 acres
Oh,
with like horned sheep,
that's a steal.
elk, bobcats, moose, like any big game animal that we would want to hunt. And, we could potentially live off the land because it's also an active farm and it's also an active outfitter.
Oh wow.
So we can double our profits.
Yep.
We can pay for that house in no time with
And you haven't taken a loan out for this
Yeah.
yet?
$7.5 million. It's going to be kind of hard to sell that one to the wife. And it's literally in the middle of BFE in Montana.
Perfect.
Hey, we can bring Yellowstone to life if we get that. Because we already talked about it. Like we're gonna have there's like 20 different like houses on this property. We're like, yep, one of these houses is gonna be my house. This house is gonna be the armory. So the armory literally could be a legit armory.
Can you still call it Armory 33 if you transport it halfway across the country?
Yeah. Armory 33 will never die, and it will always continue in wherever I am.
Fair enough.
All right. We work customer service. People are idiots.
Yeah.
Have you
that's the gist of
ever
it.
wanted to just spear or super kick somebody that says the most random, stupid, asinine crap that comes out of their mouth?
Do you want my honest answer?
Yes.
I think about it daily.
Daily? I used to think about it almost hourly when we worked together. And here's the worst part. It wasn't even customers.
Some of it
sometimes.
was employees.
Some of it was employees. There are certain employees where we would just look at each other and we're like, you go high, I go low. Somebody's getting kicked in the face.
Yep.
Again, Cody, we apologize, but sometimes we love you, but sometimes we just want to put you through a table like the Dudley boys used to do.
Hey, Devon.
No, oh,
Get the table.
at least I'm not. At least I don't have to be Bubba Ray.
I'll be Bubba Ray. That's fine.
Oh, I mean I have a lazy eye. That's a very nice segue into the main topic we have today. We couldn't just jump right into this topic. We had to get
No, of course.
at least some fun and reminiscing in there.
That's right.
We're gonna talk about WrestleMania 39.
Night one's done.
Night 1 is done. I'm kind of disappointed in Night 1. Night 2 better really pick up it better pick up the heat.
I don't know how I feel about the 2-day program anymore.
They're just doing it for the money.
Well, yeah.
But here's the thing. Remember when they came out with the WWE Network and everybody loved that?
Yep.
Guess what? I watched it on Peacock last night.
Well, WWE Network doesn't exist in the U.S. anymore.
Exactly.
It's only on Peacock.
Unless you have a NordVPN. Which I would have loved that to be a sponsor of this show, but
That'd be a great sponsor
I
for
know.
a podcast. You guys can watch it in any market you want.
exactly anywhere I am. Which is really weird, bad because the only two places I go are home and work.
Yo, same.
Yeah. But let's recap. We're going to go through the matches from night 1, and then we're going to go through the matches of night 2. There will be spoiler alerts, but this isn't coming out till Wednesday, so if you're a wrestling fan, you should probably watch the Raw after Mania because, you know what? That's better than some of the WrestleMania matches.
The Raw after Mania is always chaotic.
Oh, yeah.
The crowd is just on fire.
Yep.
It's unparalleled. In some ways, the Raw after WrestleMania is better than WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Just listening to the fan chants and them getting into it, and you know what I mean? It's fantastic. But last night there were some definite upsets, definite things we didn't see coming in the months leading up to Mania. So match 1, they started the show off with John Cena and Austin Theory, which I kind of feel like that's a slap in the face to John Cena. But I mean, when you've been away from the show for what, a couple years now, making Hollywood movies, which they're not even good. Cena, do what The Rock does, make good movies.
He has a couple okay ones.
No. Name one good John Cena movie.
The original Marine?
No, The Miz ruined that franchise. I'm just going to put that in there. So that just...
I won't argue that. That's why I said the original Marine. Wasn't it like the Marine 2 that had Mr. Kennedy in it or something?
Kennedy.
Mike drops down from the ceiling.
Every time. Oh, it's sort of how the new boom mic is. You know, it kind of just just drops down right
Just
there.
grab it.
Don't grab it. The cable just doesn't stretch that far. We're not breaking the.
Yeah, we had that problem a couple weeks ago, didn't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah, $7 later, I got a brand new cable off of Amazon that showed up the next day. But no, John Cena lost to Austin Theory in the U.S. title match. Really wasn't a fan of either guy. Really didn't care. Kind of wanted to see Cena punch a young guy in the mouth, which he did a few times. But again, the horrible refs from WWE where they just get nudged and they fall down for 5 minutes. You know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Theory tapping out to the STFU again.
Yep. Cena getting up and celebrating.
Yep. Typical bad storyline. Yep. I will say, John did what John did best.
He put a young guy over.
The dude is probably one of the best at cutting a promo ever. I mean, it's just that's just the way John is.
Some of the best promos for him though were during that 2-year back and forth between him and The Rock.
And some of his was CM Punk. That's
CM Punk's still the greatest. He's still the greatest guy in the mic ever.
He's untouchable.
Pipe bomb. That's all I have to say.
Oh, absolutely.
Pipe bomb.
Yeah, we'll get to the top 5 later.
Yeah,
we're gonna have some.
Hey, Coco Band, how you doing? No.
Yeah, exactly.
Next match of the night though was Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders in a quote unquote men's showcase.
I did see that. It was okay. I was kind of hoping for Ricochet and Strowman.
Yeah, there were a couple big spots. The giant suplex off the one side, where it was literally everybody, and then somehow Ricochet just jumps the ropes and gets right in the middle of everything.
No, of course. That's Ricochet's best.
I actually like him and Strowman as a team.
I do too. You know what? I'm really glad WWE decided to bring Braun Strowman back.
Yeah. You know who I'm not excited they brought back?
Who's that?
The Viking Raiders.
Yeah, they're like a mid-tier card at best for me.
Mid-tier?
At best.
I wouldn't even put them on the kickoff show. There's so many better tag teams out there.
I agree. Not to completely get off topic for WrestleMania, but best tag team that you've ever seen in WWE?
That's to be determined because that might be in my top 5.
Oh, okay. I'll just give you mine now because my top 5s are singles competitors. It is a toss-up between Edge and Christian and the Hardys.
Yep.
Yep. See?
Here's the thing. When you talk about those two, you have to throw in the Dudley Boys too, because they made one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time come to life.
You're not wrong.
They're behind tables, ladders, and chairs.
But the Hardys are behind the ladder match.
Yeah, but that WrestleMania spear with Edge to Jeff.
That was so good, man.
No wonder he's an alcoholic. Wow. I say that as I sit here and
I hope Jeff gets the help he needs. Dude, speaking of Jeff, now I know now we're back to single stuff. The first time I saw a live WWE event, it was a house show up at State College at the Bryce Jordan Center the week before Jeff won the WWE Championship against Edge and Triple H in Armageddon in 2008, I believe.
Wow. That
was the week before it.
That was my junior year in high school.
Yeah, I was like
12?
11.
Oh. Sorry.
No.
Sorry for
Yeah, 11. Yeah, I'm a bit younger than you, but that's fine.
Here's the thing. My first live WWE event was this past May.
Really?
Yeah. And if I would have been working with you longer, I probably would have asked you to go with me because it was up to Wilkes-Barre. Oh. It was that week I was off because I already had like vacation stuff planned.
Yeah. Yep.
That was my birthday present to myself, and that's where I got this lovely one and done Uso shirt.
Well, he's gonna have one match tonight, and it'll be done.
Oh my God!
Remember, wrestling has more than one royal family.
Meh. Meh.
Yeah, well,
but
no, that was the first live event. Actually, that might have been the only live event that I've been to for WWE. Dude, that place was nuts. If 2023 WWE works out like 15 years ago, 2008 WWE. I know it was just a house show. It wasn't live. It wasn't recorded for SmackDown because it was a Friday Night SmackDown show. If they don't put Cody Rhodes over tonight based off crowd reaction, I don't know what creative's thinking.
Here's the thing, though. We'll get to that creative thing in a minute because I do not agree with what Triple H said last night after Rhea Ripley won her match. Which, spoiler alert, Rhea Ripley is now your new SmackDown Women's Champion after she spiked Charlotte Flair's head into the mat like a lawn dart. Like, you could hear the thud live, and I was like, ooh, I don't think that was it might have been a botch. But, no, we'll get back to the men's showcase here. The Street Profits won. Angelo Dawkins derailed the Strowman Express coming around the side of the ring on his second lap.
I did see that.
That's two big dudes hitting each other. That's two freight trains.
That
is two big freight trains. Probably the match of the night I was looking forward to was actually the second match of the night I was looking forward to was Rollins versus Logan Paul.
Oh,
I hate Logan Paul. I wish WWE would never have brought him in.
Do you know what though? I'm glad they did. He does exactly what he was brought in to do. That is bring people, sell tickets, sell merchandise, and make WWE money. And you know what? He did exactly that. They brought him in as a snarky, cocky heel.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you and I watched it here at the Armory was Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
When him and Ricochet collided.
That was insane.
Here's the thing, though. That happened a couple weeks prior on NXT.
Against who was it though?
I don't remember.
Were they two no-namers that were trying to do something big?
No, it was two guys that I think. I think one of them just won the NXT title at Stand and Deliver yesterday afternoon. And yeah, I forget. I'm not up on NXT.
I'm not either.
But yeah, the thing was that they did it like the week or two prior at like a live taping.
Right.
So, hey, this worked at a live taping. Let's put it over with the millions and millions watching at home.
Right. And it worked.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was a great segment. Honestly, it was probably one of the best moments of the night.
No. Best moment of the night was who came back and did guest commentating for the whole entire night.
Fair point.
But no, Seth Rollins beat the living hell out of Logan Paul.
Good.
KSI got put through a table on a side note.
I saw that.
He came out dressed as the prime drink bottle.
Yep. You know what? Good on him.
Yeah.
This may be a hot take.
I hate Logan Paul. And Prime Energy it's a cheaper version of Powerade that sucks more. That's my hot take.
I like the gimmick that WWE's putting with Paul. I do like it. I get
Where
it. It's very fitting for Logan Paul.
Where he can promote his own stuff.
Why not? For 3 years, Brock Lesnar walked around with Case International and Jimmy John's on his boxing shorts in WWE.
Who's going to tell Brock Lesnar no? Do you want to be that person?
I'm not going to be that person.
You know why? I value my life.
Yeah. MMA fighter, football player,
collegiate national champion, 3-time wrestler.
Yeah, the guy's untouchable.
UFC Hall of Famer.
Just butchering steers in Canada with the Butcher Brothers.
Yeah. Did you watch that?
I saw a little bit of it. Yeah.
It was really weird to see Brock Lesnar with his beard in a hairnet.
Can I just tell you how much I love this version of Brock?
Oh, Cowboy Brock?
I love Cowboy Brock. They just let Brock do whatever Brock wants to do. Mm-hmm. He's allowed to have fun. You could just see the way he performs. He is so much more in tune with this time around.
He lifted the ring up at SummerSlam with a fucking tractor.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, sponsored by Case IH.
Here's the thing, though. The funny part about that is when he was on top of that tractor and he threw the mic at Reigns. And Reigns
grabs with one hand,
grabbed
just
it
winks
and
at
just
him.
winked at him. Yeah, that's how you piss off somebody that could literally kill you with his bare hands.
Yeah. Those two were so good for a storyline together. And honestly, Roman and Cody are good too. 18 Roman Reigns is where stuff started to click a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
He used to suck at promos. You remember that promo against him and John Cena where John calls him out like, hey, you got to remember your lines, buddy. This is how you do a promo.
Yeah, he goes, and then mine aren't written on my wrist tape or something.
Yeah, he did that to The Rock.
He did it to Roman too.
Did he?
Yeah. But here's the thing. When you're the tribal chief and the head of the table, you don't need to cut a promo. You have your advocate, Paul Heyman, your wise man.
My name is Paul Heyman.
Yes.
Paul.
You have
Love
him
Paul.
cut your promos for you, and all you have to do is show up, wreck everyone, and leave.
There has never been a stable member, or a stable manager, I should say, that has come close to touching Paul Heyman.
On the microphone?
Microphone, as a manager or an advocate or the tribal chief or whatever you want to call him, there has never been somebody who has been in that position that has ever come close to touching Paul Heyman's legacy.
That's a debate.
We can debate it. Who's your debate? Who's your debate on?
Here's the thing: is I can't even think of one right now.
That's my point.
Right
I know there.
There's so many.
First person that comes to your mind, Paul Heyman, every time.
Skills on a microphone, yes. Microphone skills, hands down, Paul Heyman over anything.
By far.
Yeah.
That promo he cut in like early 2000s against Vince about how he was a bully to the company and how he took over WCW and ECW and
ECW,
everything else.
Is that back when he wore the visor with his ponytail?
Yeah. They literally had an interview and he's like, Vince is like, I don't care what you say to me. He's like, I don't want to know what you want to say to me. We're going to shoot from the hip tonight. And he said, I want you to draw me people and make me money.
Yeah.
He shot from the hip. And boy, let me tell you what.
All right, back on topic track here. Next match of the night was Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish. Oh, it was so good to see Trish Stratus back in the ring. Stratus factions never look so good. Against Damage Control consisting of Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. First of all, Dakota Kai, when she was in NXT, I liked her.
Yeah.
Now that she's with Bayley, I used to love Bayley when she was a hugger.
Loved Bayley.
But I can't.
Yeah, Bayley is a
bitch. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Bayley's a bitch now.
Yeah, she's a good face wrestler. Yeah. I don't like her as a heel.
No. I liked it better when it was her and Sasha Banks. Yeah, that match, that was one of the ones I watched live when I got home last night from our anniversary dinner. But there were a lot of botches. Lita had the most noticeable botch when she went to do Poetry in Motion.
Yep. Yeah, it's not Whisper in the Wind.
Yeah, it's Poetry in Motion. I apologize. Where she barely got high enough to get to the second rope. Granted, I know she has ring rust.
In her defense, it's been...
couple years.
Well, 2008, I think she retired from WWE. So, I mean, think about it. It's been 15 years since she's been in a WWE ring.
Yeah. But the best thing, though, is Trish Stratus did the that like back handspring leg toss thing.
Yep.
From the outside.
Yeah.
From the outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive. But, yeah, I mean, Becky, Lita, and Trish won. No shocker there.
Of course.
But, I mean, Trish Stratus, how can you go wrong?
Or Becky, honestly.
Yeah. I don't like Seth Rollins' new character, but, you know, it's fine.
Really? I hated it at first, but you know what? I kind of dig it now.
I don't. I'm just glad he beat the crap out of Logan Paul.
I kind of dig it. The outfits are a little much,
he wore
but
all
that's
pink.
the character, man. He came out as the red carpet for Hollywood.
Yeah, except it was pink.
Well,
it was pink.
It's sad.
Yeah, his daughter picked it out. It's fine. We do what we can. We do what our kids want.
Exactly.
Next match, Bray versus Dominic. They built this up way too much. You know what I mean?
You did.
I don't really think there's anything else we can say is that Dominic got what he deserved. Literally, he literally got spanked by his dad's belt.
That was fantastic. I will say one thing, though. What a badass moment for Dominic to come out in handcuffs, and then when they flip the camera up, and he comes out... not the handcuffs. He comes out in the Halloween Havoc mask from his dad's WCW days.
That's just a slap in the face.
It is, but you know what, dude? It makes for great storytelling, and
Yeah.
that's what WWE is.
I think they overplayed that ex-con Dom thing. So he spent not even counting jail. You know what I mean? Come on.
You remember the promo he cut a couple weeks ago when he was like, "Yeah, you promised me a new car for my birthday," and everybody else is rolling around in, what were they?
I'm pretty sure my daughter is up there killing my wife at the moment because I just hear screaming.
It sounded more like an evil laughter coming from your.
Well, probably the way she watches Star Wars and act like she's a Jedi, I can understand. Yeah, I get Force choked on a daily basis in this house.
Oh, stop it! You like being Chewbacca around here. See? But no, and then Ray came out with Eddie's
lowrider and
"Hit the Viva la Raza,"
and Snoop was driving. That was the best part.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Anything
dude.
with Snoop and WWE is great.
What a tribute to WrestleMania 21, where that was the year Eddie won the WWE title against Brock, wasn't it?
Yeah. You know, because he lied, cheats, and steals. But hey, it's fine.
R.I.P. my boy Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine him in WWE today.
Oh, yeah. I think one of the best things, though, is when Angie, Rey Mysterio's wife, slapped Dominic. She cold cocked him, and you know what?
Did.
He deserved it. I'm kind of mad they didn't come out with the Judgment Day didn't come out with Dom, because then it would have brought out the newly formed LWO, Latino World Order.
Yeah.
Because that would have been great. Although I think Selena Vega would have got wrecked by Rhea Ripley.
I would think.
But speaking of next match, we already talked about this. We already spoiled it. It was Charlotte versus Rhea for the championship.
Yeah, you knew it was coming because somebody in Judgment Day had to have a championship out of this. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah. But I mean, when Charlotte got spiked, like, I felt like that was a botch and there might be some lasting after effects. There's definitely going to be a receipt coming for that later on, if you know what that means. But the match, the second match of the night, that wasn't even on the card. The Miz and Snoop were in the ring. Snoop said the Miz should have a match, and the Miz is like, yeah, I'll put out an open challenge. And nobody took the bait except for one person. And when you heard the music hit and you just hear, "Let's go," and it was Pat McAfee. Come on.
The best part was George Kittle getting involved. Is that not the best thing you've ever seen?
No, you know what that reminded me of, though? When Gronk interfered with Mojo Rawley. But
it's Pat McAfee. Come on,
it's
man.
George Kittle.
It's Pat McAfee and George Kittle.
Come on.
Dude.
Can't get any better than that.
No. Not even close.
Side note, Pat McAfee will be doing ESPN College Game again this year.
I did see that, yes.
I cannot wait. It is fantastic when he is on the mic.
Did you see the absolute pop and just bliss on Michael Cole's face when McAfee's music hit?
I really feel like Michael Cole is Pat McAfee's biggest fan.
I'm starting to think so, yeah.
And then you hear Corey Graves. You knew about this. I hate you. I'm done with this. I'm taking 2 weeks off.
And you know what? McAfee is perfect for the WWE commentator.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he makes it great. Just every time that we talk about Brock Lesnar, when Pat McAfee's commentating, the alpha male of our species.
Yeah. I'll still never forget when McAfee just punted the crap out of Adam Cole.
Do you remember that? Which, by the way, I know it's not WWE related. It's AEW related.
I hate Adam Cole.
What?
I hate Adam Cole.
He just came back from a 9-month injury.
I don't care.
And
Good. Take another 9 months and don't come back.
Oh, man, I love Adam Cole. He's such a good heel, man. Now he's back as babyface now. Because Britt Baker... Ooh, if I don't break your table here.
Come on, that's my cup holder that I'm not using as a cup holder. Good thing I'm not using it as a cup holder.
Yeah, no kidding. Britt Baker came out. They had a big hugging session. As you don't know, Adam Cole and Britt Baker in AEW, they're dating.
I thought they were married.
No, they're dating. They're not married.
Speaking of big pops and standing ovations, Johnny Gargano had a big pop standing stand and deliver.
Well, of course. It's Johnny Gargano.
It's Mr. Johnny Wrestling.
Dude, he's the biggest name on that program. Yeah. NXT is...
No. No.
Who do you think is the biggest on there?
Braun Breaker.
Yeah, well, he lost last night, so he's back.
Yeah, you know why? I'm putting money on this right now.
I don't care.
I will
why.
bet you $5. He makes his Monday Night Raw debut Monday night after Mania.
You think?
Yeah, that's the only reason they're taking the title away from him.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm guaranteeing.
I think Dolph Ziggler should be back in the WWE. He's been on NXT for a while.
I think he's down there to put guys over.
Probably. It's probably the same reason.
I mean, Dolph did just get his ass kicked the other night from Gunther.
Gunther.
I
hate that character.
I hate all of Imperium. But we'll get to Imperium here in a minute.
Right.
We have one more match to talk about. The heartbreak of my night when I opened my phone this morning to look at the results. My Usos. I've been down on them since day one.
Yeah.
My Usos, Jimmy and Jay. A reign of, 620 some days, if not more. Beaten by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
All I'm saying is...
It's not going to last long. It's not going to last long.
It might not. But
Usos are going to get the titles back.
Well, of course
Or they're going to split the titles. Again.
I'm going to make a really bad joke here. It was a hell of a match. I'm sorry. I'm a big Sami Owen fan. Or Sami Zayn fan and Kevin Owens fan. Yeah, we can combine the two. They're a tag team again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. I'm a big fan of those guys.
No. The amount of super kicks that they both took to the face yesterday, because the Usos did numerous stereo super kicks to both of them.
That's the only move that they have
It's
in their
not.
arsenal, man.
No, it's not.
I'm so tired of seeing super kicks.
Stand up. I'm going to give you one right now.
You can't
Keep talking.
You can't get your limit.
Want to bet?
Not really.
We'll film it. We'll put it on. We'll
No,
put
'cause
it
I
on.
want kicked in the chest and then have a broken rib or something stupid.
Go to work like that. Kelly won't let us come out. Kelly
Kelly
won't.
footprint in my chest. Kelly's like, what happened?
Uncle Kelly won't let you come out and play with us anymore.
Oh, yeah. Get locked in my
What?
cage over the weekend.
No.
I'm not allowed to go out.
It was a good match. Really wish my Usos would have pulled it out, but hey.
We can hope.
What?
We can hope and
Yeah.
dream. Eventually they'll get the titles back. It's
All
just
right.
the way it is.
That was WrestleMania night,
That was night one.
which I'm like we just talked about. I'm kind of mad that it started at 8:00 our time, and then it finished at like 1:30 this morning. So I'm kind of glad I didn't stay up for that because I would not have made it to church today. Which, by the way, happy Palm Sunday. Next week is Easter, which
Yeah, it
means
is.
we get to eat our weight in yams, sweet potatoes, ham, mashed potatoes, and stuffing, and corn. I can't wait for that. Fat kid and me's happy.
Mom always had a saying in our house, that, well, especially on holidays, if you go away hungry at the end of the night,
It's your own
your
fault.
own fault.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Man, I love holidays. I love eating like a fat kid.
Oh yeah,
Love.
it's what we do best.
I just like food, man.
Hey, yeah, that's why we started the show so late because I was literally making food. Which that's one thing I think a majority of my guests when they're here, they eat really well.
We do.
We were supposed to do this show a couple weeks ago, and you came over for jambalaya. You still came over for jambalaya. The next day I took that jambalaya to work. You know how much was left in it? 2 pieces of shrimp and 1 piece of sausage. The rest of it was like the broth. Like I was like, well, this is what I'm eating for lunch. But night 2.
Your jambalaya absolutely smacks.
I
That is
know.
good stuff.
Thank you.
That's top tier.
Thank you. I use a recipe.
Still
But
good.
here's the thing though, is I deviate from the recipe because they don't tell you to use like Cajun seasoning or everything. You know how many times I had to buy Cajun seasoning because I make jambalaya so much.
It's understandable.
And they're like, use 1 bag of shrimp. No, you get you get like 2 bags of like the itty bitty shrimp. You
Yeah.
get more. It's a better shrimp to jambalaya ratio. But night 2, we're gonna do this rapid fire.
All right. Hit me with it.
Intercontinental Championship: Gunther, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre.
I hope Drew McIntyre. I'm betting Gunther.
I'm also taking the Scottish psychopath, but I think Imperium or somebody's going to interfere and Gunther's going to retain. the worst part of when they disbanded WWE UK is they brought Gunther and what the hell is the Imperium? What the hell is the rest of their names?
I don't remember.
Kaiser.
Yes.
Yeah. Which that makes me think of a Kaiser roll. Again, we're going fat kid and cake here.
Shout out Manwich for our lunch today.
Yes. Manwich and a locally killed cow.
That is true.
Yeah. We don't buy that store-bought hamburger. We get the good
It
stuff.
wasn't Brock Lesnar Butcher Brothers cow, but it was
It was a damn good cow.
a damn good hamburger.
It was. Fatal 4-Way WrestleMania Showcase Women Edition. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Natty and Shotzi. Ronda Rousey and Shayna. Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. Can I go on 2 hot takes real quick?
Hit me with it.
1, I wish Natalya would just quit WWE. I don't like her. I never liked her. She's just WWE royalty because of who her daddy and uncle were.
Yeah.
She's not attractive. I think she has fake boobs and everything else is fake. And Shayna Baszler is a bulldog.
Yeah. She looks like one too.
That's what I was getting at. Is
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't. There's very few women wrestlers I can watch, and those two are. I don't even want to watch it. Even Ronda Rousey, I don't even watch anymore. She was great when she first started, but now I'm over her.
Yeah.
I'm over her. But I want Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to win. But they're gonna let Shayna and Ronda win.
That's kind of where I'm at with it. I love Liv Morgan's character lately.
Oh my god!
Um,
I've always loved Liv Morgan. She's like that cute little nerdy girl.
Fair enough. I do love. I like Ronda. I really do. I think she's a
No.
badass.
No.
You can think what you want on that. That's fine.
I mean, I think she's a badass, and I wouldn't want to cock off to her because we all saw what happened to Triple H.
that's a good point.
But I'm just Chelsea Green. Why did WWE bring her back for what, the 5th time?
At
But yet
least.
they're gonna leave her husband travel the country, travel the world, and win every single major wrestling championship he can. Zack Ryder, bring him back.
Please.
Long Island IC, let's go.
I love Zack Ryder.
Him
man.
and Brian Myers.
You know, I think it was really underrated in WWE that they could have pushed further.
Taz.
That was random. Alright. No, I was thinking Heath Slater. Remember Heath?
Oh my God, yeah. He has kids.
I don't give a damn about your kids.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Brock.
Yeah.
But all right, the match, one of the matches I'm looking forward to tonight, Hell in a Cell match, Edge versus the Demon King,
Oh, I'm
Finn
pumped.
Balor.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
Here's the thing, I don't think Edge has it anymore. He looked slow at Rumble. He looked very unsure about some things. I hate the Finn Balor Judgment Day character now.
Yep.
I used to love Finn Balor. When he was the first Universal Championship after Seth Rollins literally tore his shoulder off
Oh, absolutely.
by doing the barricade suplex or Balor by doing the
coup de
power.
grace.
Yeah, no. It was when Rollins buckle bombed him into the barricade
Oh,
and he
that's
completely tore his shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was not ideal. But I'm gonna give it to Edge.
I hope. I'm gonna say Edge. I wouldn't be shocked if they put Balor over. Just because Rhea won the title, so keep the Judgment Day thing going.
Yeah, but Dom lost.
Dom did lose. But I don't know, man. I like I said, I wouldn't put it past WWE Creative to put Balor over. I hope Edge walks away with it.
Yeah. All right. Then we're gonna go into the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar versus the Nigerian Giant Omos.
If they don't do any type of interference and let the match play out, Brock wins. If they have somebody interfere, if they have Bobby Lashley interfere like they're talking about,
Yeah.
Brock loses. And it starts another feud for SummerSlam.
Speed bump over the fact that Brock Lesnar tried to kill him with a scale last week.
That is true. Which I love their little paying homage to Brock's UFC days where they do weigh-ins for Brock's major pay-per-view matches now, by the way.
Yeah. Omos is 410 pounds.
He big dude.
Brock is 285.
I think he's debuting at 290 tonight, I think.
Yeah. But he tried to kill another grown man with a doctor's office scale.
He literally picked it up and threw it at Omos's head.
Which is funny because Brock, that's not uncommon for Brock.
No, that's Brock. That's
just Brock in general.
That is prime time television Brock.
Yeah. All right. Raw Women's Championship, Bianca versus Asuka.
I don't like Asuka's character. I never have.
Never will.
I hope Bianca Belair walks away with it about 2.5 minutes flat.
You think it's going to be a squash match?
I would love to see that.
I have a feeling Bianca's going to get misted tonight. We're going to throw it back to Tajiri and the recently inducted Hall of Famer Matu.
God, I love Tajiri.
And Bianca's going to get misted. But I think it's going to hit the referee. Okay. Bianca's going to duck. It's going to hit the ref. And then everything's going to go haywire.
Yep, they're going to pull the same thing they did last night with Cena in Theory, where the ref doesn't see a fall count or a submission. It's just it's going to go in that whole thing again.
Match of the night. Main event. The reigning, defending,
easy, Paul,
undisputed Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
All right, you sound like Pat.
Versus Cody Rhodes.
Look, all I'm saying is, man, I listened to Kingdom by Downstraight on repeat over to your house today. I am pumped for tonight. I cannot wait to see Cody finally get what he has deserved for so long.
Here's the thing. When they did their last little moment Friday night, do you notice what Reigns only did with one title?
No.
He only raised one title. WWE is splitting the World Heavyweight Championships again. But with that being said...
When do they split?
Exactly.
How do they split?
Exactly. And if Reigns would happen to lose one of those titles, is his 900 and some day reign still intact as a as a heavyweight champion?
Depends which title he loses. If he loses the quote unquote WWE heavyweight championship, I would say no. If he loses the quote Universal Championship, I would say technically he's still a heavyweight champion. So
I mean, if he loses any of those, I think if he loses one, that streak still lives.
I mean, yeah, technically he's still champion.
He's still the head of the table. He still owns the island.
There's been talks of him taking an extended leave after WrestleMania too, and not coming back until SummerSlam. So I don't know what's going to happen tonight.
There's also a rumor that the People's Champ might appear tonight and put down the groundwork for Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania 40, which happens to be in our great state of Pennsylvania next year.
That is true. It's in Philly next year.
So anybody want to be kind enough to, throw a couple of sponsorships my way?
Yeah, man.
And I would love to do a podcast in Philly on WrestleMania.
Boy, dude, that'd be sick.
I'm sorry, but you would not be my first pick. I apologize. I would take my daughter. No, my daughter would not go to WrestleMania. My wife would kill me before that happened.
Yeah, Nicole might.
That's how she ends up in a prison jumpsuit.
Yeah, that might be the kicker. You make it to year 5, and you're like, I'm taking Penny to WrestleMania.
The hell you are?
Nope. No, you're not.
You're gonna hear that glass shatter, and it's gonna be, by God, he's back.
Nearly broke him in half.
He killed him.
Can I just tell you how much I miss JR as a WWE commentator?
You know what's good? You know what goes good was that is some good old fashioned JR's barbecue sauce.
Every time I think of that, I just think of the John Cena versus Michael Cole promo where he cuts, and he's just like, JR, I got some of your barbecue sauce. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I always keep a bottle on me. Just starts dumping it on Michael Cole in the ring.
Hey, side note, do you know there are only 2 commentators that are undefeated at WrestleMania?
No, this is news to me.
Michael Cole and Pat McAfee.
Fair enough.
Side note, you know,
But no, I'm pulling for Cody Rhodes tonight.
I am not.
I know.
I am not.
You're a big Roman guy. That's
I am.
fine.
I am a big Roman guy. I've always liked Roman. The days of the Shield, where he would literally just demolish everybody.
I miss the Shield.
Yeah, and then Seth Rollins had to go and turn.
I
his
do and I
back.
don't. You know, Dean or John, he's doing his thing over in AEW. By all means,
Yep.
power to him, man.
I mean-
I like John Moxley a lot.
Yeah.
I really do. One of my favorite stars on the other program, AEW. Dude, Seth.
Yeah.
A freaking mega star
Seth
by himself as a
freaking
singles
Rollins.
competitor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Visionary, revolutionary.
Architect.
I will sit in my truck, and every now and then I'll just catch myself going,
Yep. Yep.
and just
you just
hum
hum
it.
his music.
Yep. It's so good, man. And for what it's worth, the head of the table theme for Roman, I do like that.
That's badass. Especially that like it's actually like his family is behind him.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like it's so cool to see. But
All right.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right.
tonight.
Quick question for you.
Sure.
Days at work. You know, when you're working those 12-hour Fridays and Saturdays
Yep.
that you were forced to work.
Oh, you mean like this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you have a crash? Do you ever hit a wall around 2:30, 3 o'clock?
Only every day that ends in Y, buddy.
And if I'm not mistaken, your go-to used to be a Diet Pepsi and a various candy bars. You would do your various candy bars.
Candy bars? No, not so much. I'd usually get like one of the jerky things, the Jack Link's jerky.
That's what it was. Because I would always get a blue Gatorade and Slim Jims.
Yep. Yeah, which is a heck of a combo, man. Blue raspberry, Gatorade, and
4 Slim Jims for
and
$1.
Slim Jims. Yep, 4 Slim Jims for
Can't
$1.
beat that. Do you know there's a healthier alternative?
What's that?
Dubby.
Dubby.
Dubby. They are actually the first sponsor of the podcast here.
No kidding.
Yes, it is a drink mix. You add it with water.
Okay.
There is no added sugars, no artificial sweeteners, flavors, nothing like that, and it gives you immense energy. I've been using it for about a week and a half now at work.
Okay.
I'm working 10, 12-hour days, getting the new store ready to open.
Yep.
And, yeah, about 1, 2 o'clock, I'm like, I don't want to do anything. It's right after lunch. I'm
Yep.
dead. I'll put 2 scoops in my blender bottle. I'll go fill it up with ice cold water. The blue raspberry is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes. So anybody listening who wants a natural, healthy or pick me up in the afternoons, go to w.gg. That's their website. It's not .com. It's .gg. Browse their selections and use the code Armory33 to get 10% off of your purchase.
Might have to give that a shot.
Yes, it is definitely worth it. If I had some here, I would let you try it, but I do not. It is at work. I apologize because that's where I need a majority of my energy.
Hey, I understand, man.
Because I have my coffee pot here.
That's fair.
This is a natural, healthier alternative.
Sounds
But
like
yes,
a very easy on-the-go drink,
It is.
too.
It is. Usually I'll put it in like a little like Ziploc baggie.
Okay.
So it looks very suspicious, pulling out a baggie full of a powdery substance and you just dump it into a drink. But hey, it is
Officer,
fantastic.
this is what keeps me going.
They have a
It's Dubby.
dragon fruit. There's a dragon fruit flavor. There's the peach is really nice.
Ooh, I love peach.
It's like it's like a sweet peach tea.
Ooh,
Yeah.
love peach.
They have fruit punch, and the easiest way I can tell people, it looks like it's a pre-workout, but it's not a pre-workout.
Right.
That's just the easiest way for me to describe it. But yes, w.com, w.gg, and use the code Armory33. You get 10% off your purchase, I believe, and the podcast gets a little bit of a kickback. So, help us provide a better show for you all here in the very near future.
Yeah.
Which, once I get everything set up here in my new studio, which I believe looks absolutely fantastic.
I think we're killing it so far, man.
We will hopefully be doing the live or video podcast.
Oh, man, I'm pumped for that.
We're slowly working on those. And I just asked my lovely wife, who was on episode 4, if she would help me take over the social media aspect of the job so I can spend more time editing and creating good content for everybody. And she has agreed. So everybody, let's welcome Miss Nicole on board as the social media assistant, head of social media.
Coordinator?
Yeah, social media
Director?
Yeah, no. I'm the boss. This is the one thing I'm allowed to be in charge of. But
She can be the SMAD, the social media assistant director.
Yes, she is the assistant to the regional manager. But
all
right, let's jump right in. Top 5 wrestlers. All time.
You got to put me on the spot here, man.
Yes. I did tell you this. I asked you if you had your list, and you said it's in your brain.
I do.
So that's a creepy place to be if you're in my brain. But let's do it the way we always do it. Everybody likes to start at number 5 and work our way up. And as always, if somebody is on your list and it's already said, you got to switch it.
All right.
So
that's going to throw us for a loop here.
That is not going to throw us for the loop because...
Number 5 of all time?
Number 5 of all time.
You let me go first?
Yes, of course. You're
All
the
right.
guest. I deferred to kick off.
Deferred to the second half. I'm going to go Shawn Michaels to start this off.
Mr. WrestleMania.
Mr. WrestleMania himself.
It's very fitting since this is
It
a
is
WrestleMania.
very fitting, yes.
This is, granted, he's down in NXT right now. But
He is. He's running a heck of a program down there. It has taken off tremendously since he's taken over there. Dude, got to give it to Shawn. I remember we had it on DVD growing up watching WrestleMania 22, his match against Mr. McMahon. Then Shane and the Spirit Squad intervened. Dude, iconic. Love it. He's so good, man. He's so charismatic.
Oh, especially back with like doing all the DX stuff.
Oh, man.
Because I remember when it was... Yeah, was it McMahon that was calling the Spirit Squad out?
Yeah.
And... it was against Triple H or something.
Yeah, they had a gauntlet match against the Spirit Squad.
And you just see bodies just flying out of the gorilla position.
Yep. And then you see Shawn walk out, and he is pissed.
In his light faded blue jeans and his black tank top.
Love it, man.
But
love it.
That's a decent number 5. My number 5, he should be higher on the list, but there's so many that you can talk about. I'm going Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ooh.
The cream rises to the top.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That's a good one.
Macho Man.
Yeah.
Love Macho Man. WCW, NWO.
Love Randy Savage, man. He's done so much for that business.
And the best thing is, he was in the first Spider-Man movie.
That's true, he was.
I won't say that's the best thing.
Oh, no, but that's a nice little Easter egg.
Oh, yeah, you and me for 3 minutes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, love Randy Savage. Yeah, that game changer for the industry, man.
Yeah. And then especially with him and Miss Elizabeth at WrestleMania when he won and she I think it was Sensational Series she slapped.
Yep.
And then, the embrace, that's a true love story
right there. Absolutely, man. Yeah. No, that's a good one. That's a good top 5 pick.
Number 4.
Oh. This might be a little controversial. You might think he needs to be higher, but I've got some that I think could be higher.
Okay.
I'm going to put Randy Orton at 4.
Damn you. Damn you.
I'm going to put... The only reason I say that...
That came out of nowhere.
I see what you did there.
You like that? That's my dad joke.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. I appreciate that.
I got to keep the shriek of dad jokes alive.
I had the Haluva match, and you had the Randy Orton out of nowhere. I'll give you
better.
Yeah, whatever. YouTube. We can create a poll. We can vote which one was better.
Put it across all social media.
Yep. We can see which dad joke was better. Which WWE dad joke was better. But no, the Legend Killer, man, dude.
Yeah. The character arcs he has had are just fantastic.
I have never seen a bad moment for Randy Orton.
even when he breaks character.
That's what makes it great, though, because he plays into that, especially with his last run in WWE with Riddle, where they can play it. And, dude, you can just tell he is having so much fun doing that. There's rumors that he's coming back tonight at WrestleMania.
I would love that.
I would love to see that, man.
But actually, there was an interview. I think he was on the Pat McAfee show, actually.
I think you're right.
And it was when he said that when they said he was going to tag with Riddle and just getting to know Riddle more and more, renewed his love for the industry.
Oh, he said it changed. It was 90 day.
Yeah. Which, Randy, I would have had him in top 3.
You could argue Randy was a 3.
Yeah, but he's still in. I would put him in the Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
Oh, by far. For modern day WWE, not including WWF superstars.
Oh yeah,
Mount Rushmore for sure.
So my number 4 pick.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
Just the persona, the white goatee, the shaved head. He would come out wearing chainmail headwear.
He looks like the typical
steroid
biker, steroid, soccer dad. I don't know how to explain it, but
I don't think I'd call him a soccer dad.
He definitely has that. He reminds me of a slightly less built, more charismatic Taz.
Taller too.
Oh, everybody's taller than Taz.
Yeah, but Scott Steiner.
Not a bad pick.
Not a random pick. Pick.
That is a little bit out of left field.
I
wouldn't put him in my top 5 personally, but
that's why it's my top 5.
Right. It's not a bad pick. It really isn't. I would give you that.
How many times as a little kid did you see yourself imitating his thing where he would just pump his arm up and then just kiss that little golf ball he had? I don't know what
little golf ball.
So the best way I can picture.
You said Scott Steiner. I immediately thought back to I think it was Royal Rumble 2004. I guess it wasn't. Was that Royal Rumble? No, it wasn't Royal Rumble. It was I forget what show it was, but they were at Madison Square Garden. They come out when they had the short entrance.
Yeah. Yep, that was probably a WrestleMania. Or no, it was probably a Rumble.
It may have been Rumble. Matt Hardy was standing in the ring. He just came out, did his thing on the ropes, and all of a sudden you hear,
yeah,
and you see him go what?
Yeah,
man, Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, and him and Buff Bagwell together. When Buff would just wear the big top hat.
Iconic, dude.
WCW days were the best.
I loved seeing those old ones. I'll go and watch them on YouTube every now and then.
I think I had the DVD upstairs. It was a Monday Night Wars.
Dude, what a time to be alive, man. I was too young for it, but I remember. I'll still go back through. I'll watch them right now. I'm like, dude,
I used to walk into the break room when you were sitting there on your lunch watching wrestling. Granted, it was Adam Cole, so it was more like it was more like LARPing for him. But what do you got for your number 3?
Number 3.
No, it was just number 4. Number 4 for you.
I did number 4. Already.
Number 3. Sorry,
number 4 was Orton for me.
Yeah.
Number 3. Oh. Ric Flair.
Nope, can't do it.
Woo!
Can't do it.
Ah, man.
I can't.
I was never a huge fan of Ric Flair growing up.
When I started watching wrestling, not to cut you off, I do apologize.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
But when I was just old enough to get into wrestling, I knew Ric Flair was still too old to be still wrestling.
I think that's what makes it so great, though.
This
man is 60. Well, I mean, now he's in his 70s, I think.
Yeah, but I don't want to see an old, wrinkly, tan, leather, slappy skinned man get beat up.
All right.
Unless it's by Batista.
Fair. Which, that's close to a top 5, too. I loved Batista growing up, dude.
All right, back to Flair. Why Flair? Because he's a jet flying.
High riding, jet flying, wheeling, dealing, stealing, son of a gun.
Woo!
He's done so much for the industry, man.
Oh yeah.
So much in WCW, WWF,
Yep.
WWE, Evolution, man. He made that stable some days. Some days. No.
We're about to go out back real quick, and we're about to have
I would argue that I could have two people for number 3, but it's between Ric Flair and I know you don't like him. Well, actually, no. I wouldn't even put him in there. I would. Number 3 is between 3 people, and I'll leave it at that. It's between Edge, John Cena, or Ric Flair. One of those 3.
The only thing Flair has going for him is that he made a hot daughter.
That's true, but she lost her championship, so, you know.
That's true. All right, my number 3. We're going with the ultimate underdog.
Oh.
The hero of WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans.
Oh.
Where he overcame not one,
boy.
not 2,
Boy.
but all 3 members of Evolution.
Oh, man.
Daniel Bryan.
Oh, man.
Need I say more? The master of 1,000 holds.
Yes.
How can you not love Daniel Bryan?
Love Daniel Bryan, man. I'm so glad he decided to come back.
The only time I did not like Daniel Bryan is when he went on like the whole
eco thing.
Yeah,
With
where
the
he-
recyclable WWE championship made out of freaking cardboard or something stupid.
Yeah, it was
what
like
are
a
you
burlap
doing?
sack.
Yeah.
And get out of here.
Dumb, but no.
Daniel Bryan, top 3.
top 5 most charismatic superstars I've
Oh yeah,
ever seen.
and
He's so
here's the
good,
thing.
dude. He's such a technical
the
wrestler.
fans loved him so
They
much.
did. They really did. He is a
Yeah, yeah.
gritty, down
Yep.
down to earth, nose to the grindstone technical wrestler. Like this
Yep.
man lives, eats,
Wrestling.
and breathes wrestling. Yeah.
Yep. But that's my number 3.
That's a good number 3.
Here's the thing: it only goes up from there.
I know. Number 2. Oh, man, this is tough. Triple H.
Every time I think when somebody says his name, I just picture The Rock. I am the game.
I want to play ya. But
Yeah.
the worst part about me is I don't understand that I absolutely suck.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one thing to The Rock is undisputed champion. So shut up, bitch.
I
Man,
actually just watched it the other day.
oh,
that clip
man.
just came on
That
YouTube
comes
the other
across
day.
my suggested
Yeah.
once a month
Yeah.
on YouTube. I
Yeah.
love it. No, dude, Triple H. What else can you say about him, man?
Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah.
And
And what he's doing with creative right now.
he's perfect for
The
it.
only thing I have a problem with is what he said last night after Ripley won her title. She's on the same level as my number 2 pick, Roman Reigns. I read that this morning. I went, nope,
Yeah.
nope. But I am taking Roman as my number 2.
Okay. Head of the table's not head of your list.
Head of the table is not the head of my list.
Man, this is gonna suck when I take your number
Yeah,
1 and
'cause
you have
you're
to come up with somebody else.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I
But
mean, it's
Roman, again, fans loved the Shield. Fans hated when he went solo and became the Roman Empire. Then he was the big dog. He beat Taker.
beat cancer.
He beat leukemia. How can you hate him?
I still remember the pop watching on live TV.
Yeah.
I'm in remission, y'all.
Yep.
That place, I've never heard a louder crowd in my life.
Yep.
Ever.
Granted, do I think some of the way he did the bloodline stuff with his cousins, the Usos? Yes. But it's Roman Reigns.
It is.
One of the first things I have on video from my daughter is when we were laying in bed one night and she was just learning how to do like the cooing noises. I was like, ooh, and she goes, ah. I was like, yep. And I moved her arms as she did it. That is Roman, number 2. Number 2 for Roman.
That's a fair pick.
The bad thing is, and I already know who your number 1 is.
Oh?
Yep.
Do you?
Yep.
Who do you think my number one is?
Nope, I'm not gonna say.
No, I
Nope.
want to hear what you had to say.
I want to say your number one is The Rock.
It's not.
Wow.
You can have it. It's not The Rock.
Wow, you gifted it.
It's not The Rock.
If you say Hulk Hogan, I'm just gonna beat you.
It's
up.
not Hulk Hogan.
Who's
not.
your number one?
Stone Cold Steve Austin. The rattlesnake himself, baby.
The man I imitate when I mow the grass, and I grab 2 beers before I even start mowing the grass.
It's iconic, man. You hear that glass shatter anywhere, you immediately think.
Prime example. One day we're back in the shop area. Somebody dropped a piece of glass.
Yep.
You and I were right next to each other, and we just went.
We looked at each other and went. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Yeah. Stone Cold. Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
The only person I would say, and this is going to be really controversial for a lot of people, it's a toss-up for me for number one. Growing up in the time where 2010 to 2012 WWE was the prime for me.
Okay, you know it's really bad when you say that? I was in college.
Yeah, well, I was 8th grade. 7th, 8th grade, somewhere in there. CM Punk.
The pipe bomb.
I've never seen a superstar. I know we talked earlier about Paul Heyman.
Yep.
As a stable manager,
Yep.
nobody touches Paul Heyman.
Yep.
As a superstar on the mic, there has never been anybody. Truly, when he says he's the best in the world at pipe bombs, there's nobody better than CM Punk. There are some talks, and Triple H has said that he's still open to negotiations on of him coming back to WWE.
He came
And
back
after his falling,
He came back for those like 2 months.
Yeah. Well, then he got his AEW contract, like an actual wrestling contract. See, he was only contracted through Fox for special appearances for the WWE show
like
or whatever it is. Yeah.
Bump or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Or like Smack Talk or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Something stupid that is no longer around.
Right. Yeah, that lasted like 2 months, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Yep, okay, this is dumb." That was their version of like a video podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that had Renee Paquette in it, which is John Moxley's wife. Sorry, Dean Ambrose for
Oh.
WWE.
Sorry.
Love
Ugh.
Renee Paquette.
Oh yeah.
Gorgeous. 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strong 8.
9.5.
Strong 8.
But Triple H said a couple weeks ago he is still open to talks about that. And now since the falling out at AEW with Punk and him not being there anymore because of his injuries and whatnot, and they wanted to do this, that, and he's like, I ain't doing it, and they had a big falling out. There's talks of him coming back. And
Yeah, but he's not gonna be a main eventer.
he won't be. Not anymore.
He's gonna do what they do to Dolph Ziggler, and make him just put guys over.
Yeah. Well,
I apologize, I'm having hiccups right now.
And you might be right about that.
I've not been told today I am right, so thank you for telling me I'm right. I applaud you for that. Thank you.
Well, your wife did tell you an hour and a half ago that the laundry was not put away correctly or not in the right spot.
No,
So.
That's just like loading the dishwasher. Women have their way of doing things.
Hey.
It's just their world we're living in.
You know what, man? Happy wife, happy life. So
Happy spouse, happy house.
that's true.
I'll beg for forgiveness later.
it's easier.
It really
I
is.
wouldn't put Punk in my top 5, I don't think. Now that we're talking about it, I think I would probably stick with Stone Cold.
Okay. Well,
But yeah, sorry, Punk had to be mentioned. As far as pipe bombs and just charisma on the mic, I don't think there's anybody better than him. But yeah, number 1, Stone Cold for sure.
my number 1.
We know. Do you smell it?
Oh, I smell it.
Oh, what you cooking?
Oh, it was manwich earlier.
It was manwich.
It was manwich over. Yes, number 1 for me. 1-on-1 with the great one, the people's champ, the pie eating,
The Brahma Bull.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Megastar.
Yes, Hollywood actor. Future hopeful president of the United States of America.
Arguably the biggest star to ever come out of the WWE.
Yep, he is my generation's Hulk Hogan.
That's fair.
Now, you say Punk is great on the mic.
He is.
The Rock, I think, is better on the mic.
As a
with quippy one-liners and his musical ability.
Oh, that I don't argue. Pipe bombs. Yeah.
Punk had 1 or 2 good pipe bombs.
Did he though?
1 or 2. The Rock, every night he touched a mic, electrifying the millions and millions.
But The Rock didn't drop pipe bombs. The Rock didn't try and break kayfabe and talk about Colt Cabana and all this.
Here's the thing. When The Rock hit you with a one-liner, you were done.
True. All I'm saying is the best time The Rock ever got burnt on a one-liner is when Mick Foley asked him how it made it feel about certain thing. And then Mick just comes out of nowhere. Which, by the way, Mick, PA guy, big guy used to work with over at the store in Middleburg that we used to work at together. Met him. Like him and his son, they were at Knoebels.
Yeah, Mick goes to Knoebels every year.
He is always at Knoebels, man. Super down to earth guy.
Yeah,
one
great
of the
guy.
nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Yep.
It's such a badass. Mick Foley, I could argue Mick Foley would be on a top 5 list for me.
Here's the thing, though, is we could make a top 10 list.
We could. Dude, we could be here all day.
Yeah, exactly. But The Rock.
That's a fair. Like I said, arguably the biggest superstar to ever come out of sports entertainment.
Like, the things he would say to people, you cannot say now and get away with it.
No.
When you look at Lillian Garcia, sweet, beautiful Lillian Garcia.
Lillian. Miss Lillian.
When he goes, do you like pie or do you like strudel? You can't say those things now.
Do you remember when him and Tajiri did the pie and he asked him what flavor Tajiri's pie flavor was? That was his favorite.
No.
Poontang
Oh,
pie?
yeah. But, like, just The Rock mocking other superstars.
Oh, so good. So good, man.
And even if The Rock has to go through Rikishi, I did it for The Rock. You did it for yourself, you thong-wearing fatty.
Kurt Angle, I need a big glass of milk.
But The Rock, hands down. Yeah.
The Undertaker one?
Yeah. And one of the best things The Rock has ever did is when he went to do the people's elbow and he had his dress shoes on.
Slid across the
And
ring.
he
That was unplanned too. That was not sketch. He literally couldn't stop.
Yeah. And if you want to see more of The Rock's history, watch Young Rock on NBC.
It's
also
true.
streaming on Peacock. No,
It's on Peacock. It's on Paramount, isn't it?
Paramount, Peacock, one of those two
it's on
streaming
Paramount.
services. But yeah. But Dylan, again, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. You know,
man, I appreciate you having me on.
days off, you don't really want to spend it with me anymore. But hey, but again, thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your day and then have a great weekend. And let us know what your WrestleMania predictions if they came true or not. Yeah. We'll see everybody next week. Have a good week, everybody.
See you guys.